Hi, everybody. Hi, Haley. Yes, you can send 5 for the advice. Yeah, definitely. Sarah, hi. And Issa's here. And we have the current list of Sarah, Emma, Neil, Kim, Nish, and Haley. So I just give it a few moments for everybody to come in. How is everybody? How's everybody's energy? We're getting closer to that full moon. I don't know if you guys can feel it. I'm just seeing if there's always a lag at the beginning. So, yeah, it's funny that you said exhausted because I didn't want to say that word, and then because it feels exhausted to me. It's not mental. It's not really my mental exhaustion. It's just I don't know. There's an exhausting feeling about it. And your Mercury retrograde is hard this time. It's been, for me, it's been easy in a lot of ways for some areas of my life, and then it's been like what the hell in some areas. And there's, because things always come back around, and I've had unexpected comeback arounds that I'm just like not emotionally or mentally ready to deal with, and so it's kind of like a different energy. So it does feel like a push pull. And there's been a lot of like a processing, I think, too, emotional processing that I think is exhausting. So I'm good with thinking about things that take my mind off my own stuff. But I can feel you when I'm thinking about my own like what's going on in my world and like all the stuff. It's like, and it's just not, I wasn't prepared to deal with some of the stuff that mentally other people in my life are going through. So all my majors, Virgo and Gemini. Yeah. So it's like hitting us because we've got to process and think and all this over, it's like, whoa, I'm going to have a mental meltdown. So I'd rather focus. This is where, like, just focus on something you enjoy to do so that you don't have to, you can avoid, look at me giving you great advice. So you can avoid all the other bull BS. Focus on things that you enjoy to do. But I do feel an energy of exhaustion. And as we're moving towards this full moon in Cancer, it does, I always feel the full moon shifts energies, and we just went through Pisces moon, or we're still in Pisces moon, I think. So it's I do feel like it's just going to be about self-care and just making sure we're more relaxed and kind of flow with it, you know. So Emma, you can put me at the end of the current list. It's only 7 p.m. here. No, you're on the list. I think you're second. Somebody got in before you this time. Some of you guys getting up there and being like, I'm getting in because she talks forever. And yeah, some people are having some tough times. And like, and like I was saying in the membership, Geminis and Virgos are some Geminis and Virgos. Like I have friends that are air signs, Gemini rising and things like that, and they seem to be processing this with the retrograde like it's clear cut. I'm not dealing with this, and they're pretty straightforward. There's some that just are like, I'm not dealing with this BS anymore. And then I have some like people that are still don't want to let go of certain things and coming back around, and it's like, yeah. So, and I'm a Virgo rising, so where it's mental thinking, it's it's analyzing, it's over. It can cause for me analysis paralysis, which is a word that like I'm so proud of myself lately. I'm like, I always would over explain what the hell, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing that word everywhere when it comes up, and I'm like, it's just what it is. It's just that analysis paralysis, especially if you're dealing with a lot of people with unhealed stuff that don't want to hold themselves accountable. Or and it's not even just that. The other aspect is people in a place where they're just, sometimes it's like finally they're being overloaded with, oh, I have all this stuff coming up. So they're in this healing place, and then they want to come to you with it at the same time. And where, and it's sometimes, it's like when you need to call your friend, your best friend, and you need to vent, but you need to say to them, hey, you got 5 minutes, you got to set a boundary. Some people will just come and you don't know what's coming, and then all of a sudden you get dumped with a bunch of stuff, and you're like, especially if you're you think or you analyze things like I do, it can be overwhelming. Yeah. Had a crazy day at work with it the other night. Yeah. I mean, the retrograde itself, I'm feeling like it's a great time to really, I really do enjoy retrogrades, um, to the most part, because I don't enjoy it when it comes to the slowing down of certain things in technology, but I definitely, I can see how the energies and how it gives us time to slow down a little bit, and we don't have to work as hard, so we can kind of reorganize and look at certain things, and it gives us a little bit of time to regroup in a way. So yeah, so us Virgos and Geminis, right? All right, so I got Angel Eyes. I got you in Angel Eyes. I hope you're feeling better. I know you're not. You're still kind of under the weather. Um, and I have Rollin. I have Sea Dog. Right. Yeah, reflection time. But even I'm overwhelmed with reflecting. Like I like looking at some of the past stuff, and reminiscing a little bit about the good old days, like I want to talk about some good stuff, reflection sometimes for me, it's like I always self-reflecting. So sometimes I just need a break from, I take in so much and then reflect on things. And that's what I was telling you guys. And even in the membership, like, it's like now it's about filling ourselves up with some good stuff. I'm sick of healing trauma and fixing shit. I got you, Sea Dog. Yeah. Yes, I got you on the list. Let me put Angel Eyes and then Sea Dog, and I'll get going. You want to fill yourself up. That's part of self-nurture and self-care. You want to fill yourself up with good memories and reflect on the good stuff. You want, but when you start to feel like you're taking on too much, you got to have time to process stuff, and having good people to process with, that was my words of wisdom. All right. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're overthinkers, Sarah. And overthinkers is because it was funny because when I overthink and I don't want to feel what's going on, I scroll my reels, And it was funny, I came across a reel and it was like overthinkers are just under feelers. We don't want to go in. I mean, we don't want to go in and feel what's going. We're overthinking so much. We don't want to go in and, sit with what's happening. Um And I overthink. Yeah, I overthink enough. Oh, I kept the door open because the dogs, but you're home. So, all right, I shut the door. All right. Yeah. All right. So let me get going. Sarah. Yes, I saw your question, Sea Dog. All right. Let me get it set up. All right. You're welcome. All right. Sarah, I'm dating an Aquarius guy. I saw a funny reel too. It was about dating, and at the very end, it was like the signs that don't go well together. This guy was trying to say, these signs should never go well together. And at the end, it was like an Aquarius, no one. I just started dying laughing. I don't know, poor people picking on Aquarians. All right. All right. So, the past 3 months, the last few weeks, there's a lack of contact and energy from his side. Will it pick back up and be good again, or is it about to come to an end between us? Let's see what the cards would I get. It was funny though. I don't know. It's just though, what I did see though, and what comes to mind, especially as we're going in Pluto going into Aquarius in January, Aquarians like their freedom too. So it could just be that. It really could just be something like that. Like, they just need honest space, to think and reflect. They're that, and they're kind of going into that energy where Pluto's going to switch over, which I'm excited for. I just can't wait. And I really do feel like it could be just simply things were getting so tight for 3 months, and that they just simply are just doing their Aquarian thing. Hi, Shishu. All right, so let's see him. And what's your placements again? You're Virgo rising or Virgo? Oh, Gemini rising. Gemini rising. Thank you. I wish I could say your name. Thank you. It's always a joy to listen to you. Thank you. Gemini sun. Okay. All right. You got the 5 of Cups in reverse. All right. So that's a good sign that they'll come back, or it's showing they'll come back around, but they may, I don't know if there's any past stuff. I don't know if there was, it's only been 3 months. So the 5 of Cups in reverse can be just emotionally detached a little bit too from, but not a bad way. Cause to me, it can be, when I'm doing a reconciliation read, a 5 of Cups in reverse can show me somebody who's letting go of the past, and they're, reconciling with the past, right? And so it gives me a good energy of coming forward. But sometimes it can show that just somebody's just emotionally detached a little bit, but it's not a bad energy. Let me see what the other cards. I have the 8 of Wands upright. So communication may have slowed down a little bit, the obstacle for you, but it will pick back up. It's showing it will pick back up. All right. And I've got the the Muse of Voices, which in this deck is the King of Swords. So there's your Aquarian. So it will pick back up, and you'll receive communication. It'll start picking back up again. Honestly, during this time period, we're all acting a little weird. We're all acting a little bit, who knows what's going on in his life right now, right? Who knows what, maybe he's just distancing himself. And this is where, I wish I only have so many experiences with Aquarians in my life. And I have an Aquarius, really, really good friend, male friend, up north, who, was dating my best friend up north, right? And it would always, I would watch the dynamic between them. Very much a thinker, just like you are. And he, he'll go months without talking to me, and I'm only a friend. I've always only been a friend. And then not talk to me for a while because he's got a lot going on in his mind and stuff, and they just forget, and then, but it doesn't bother me because I'm the same way. and then he'll reach back out and just check on me, like, hey, which state are you in, where are you at, or like, and then it picks up like it's nothing. It picks up like it's nothing. And so these cards that you have here are not giving me a vibe that 3 months is not, 3 months for maybe, for somebody who, a female or whatever, might be we might build emotional attachment a lot quicker. And they could be just testing, they could be just showing you that they need a little bit more. I don't know how, that's like a personal reading, like I don't know how close you guys were, or how much you hung out, or what was said, what was the dynamics and things like that. But I just feel like during this retrograde, it is going to, it's hard, especially around the holidays, and especially the full moon coming up. It really is going to be like things slow down, communication slows down, and it can stress us out, and the full moon can get us in our emotions, and then we can start creating shit to happen out of fear and anxiety. And it might not be what's really happening behind the surface. And even if he is distancing himself a little bit, sometimes, people distance themselves. I know I do this, but I know guys do this for reasons that have nothing to do with you personally, but are reflecting on maybe where they want to see things go. Maybe things were starting to get serious, and they want to make sure that this is what they want and this is what they want to do. And so we're always thinking of the worst case scenario. And, we want it to fall in love right out the gate, and then have everything work out smooth and everything go the right way. And obviously, if there's red flags there, or if there's been some toxicity, you would have to rethink this. But if there's not, I would just, respect in that space that they take, and then see what happens, see if they come back around. Now, if they just show up one day and they don't talk to you at all, and they show up and it doesn't feel right, that's when you have to make a decision, like, this isn't the type of person I want to be with. But you don't know if this little bit of space that you're giving them is giving them time to self-reflect, on what they want in a relationship. And this space away makes them really miss you. And then they come back in, and all of a sudden everything is boom straight. Like you guys are deeper in it than you were before, So, because it's really good when you guys see each other. And it's not that much. So you guys are still formulating a relationship, and sometimes relationships just do take a little bit longer. You kind of want it to, in a way. Sometimes I know a lot of, you want to be in a relationship right away. You want things solid. Some of us, it's because it's out of fear. It's like you want something to be solid right away, so you can make plans and do all these things, and you don't have to waste any time, right? But then you find out a little bit later that you did all this, you put all that work in with somebody, and then you end up finding out that you're not in love with this person, right? So these are the times when you can really kind of gauge everything, and you can even start looking at what you want in the relationship and what you don't want in the relationship, and if it feels right. And then you can also start using the power of your mind to be like, whenever your negative thoughts come up, or you start thinking the worst, this is when you really have to do the work. And you really have to say to yourself, what the fuck am I saying to myself? I'm a catch. I mean, everybody they all come back. This is, you got to think of the good scenarios, because that's showing your value, how you value yourself. And then in your awareness, you'll see it happen. You'll see it come back. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I would be a little bit nervous too. If conversation was going a lot, and then it slowed down. But remember, like a lot of people in the beginning, they converse a lot through text, but we shake up our lives and we start texting a lot. But when reality sets in, we can't, always be by our phone. But I don't know the amount that you're talking about. Like if it's not even just a simple hello, it could be even deeper. But what I've got going on here to see what's going on in his life is the Two of Pentacles. So it's just showing that life. It's be flexible and adapt to the situation a little bit. The less importance you put on this, and the less complicated you make it, the more likely, because during this time period, if we start questioning and if you start pushing at it, you're more likely to stress. If they're going under stress and they just don't want you to know about it, or they're unsure and they don't want you to know about it, and you probe at them, it might push them away even further. But right now, the Two of Pentacles is saying, be flexible. This is like the Capricorn energy, the Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, and there could be a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know. And the more flexible you are right now, it could come back. I mean, the retrogrades after New Year's, it's going to go direct again, and then we go into the shadow a little bit. But this will be a big test for you to see, and then how you can trust in the future, though. So I would look at this more like a test for you to test what's going on. And then maybe they'll come back and be like, hey, I had a lot going on with this Two of Pentacles. And, because I can relate to that energy so much. And I know that it confuses a lot of people. I have learned that it hurts people when I do that. And I have learned that I need to be more open and honest about, when I just need space and time. But I've also learned, what people need from me too, as well. That's been a process I've had to learn this past year. What people need from me, they still need communication from me at some point if it's going to be a two-way street relationship. But this is a new relationship with you, so that's going to be something that has to be worked through. It's going to be one of those things where you're definitely going to have to work through it, so that you don't sit in these energies like, where the hell are you? Just because you have to pull away doesn't mean you got to leave me hanging. Right? You want hair like mine. Everybody says that, and like, I struggle with my hair. Like, some people can put their hair up in this beautiful, like, if you guys could see, it's from hot yoga and stuff. It's like, it looks good on camera, I think. Mojo. Don't forget Wednesday, guys, in the membership, we're going with Mojo. And New Year's Eve, we're hoping to plan to go live with Mojo here. Yeah. So Sarah, to wrap it up, I didn't get the vibe I got off that reading is exactly that. I didn't get any other part. I didn't get any cards that put a red flag for me. But remember, you've got to trust your own intuition. All I can do is just kind of plant seeds and see if it resonates with you, and then how it feels for you. Right. So I know Haley Rowland. Ooh, Nas came in. Angel Eyes, I saw that. And then Nas. Hi, Nas. You're welcome. All right, Emma. Early bird. Yeah, the whole gang's here. S has popped up again briefly on something, not towards me, but enough for me to know he's around and doing what he loves to do. All right. Energy towards me, please, and energy towards his. All right, so let's pull a card. A couple cards. Energy towards you. All right. So you got the Lovers card here, and I got the Justice card on the bottom. So I kind of feel like it's pulling two energies. You said the Divorce, you said the D, and you said the Lovers card. And I have the Fool in reverse here. So it's still like taking no action towards a relationship. around you. The first thing I think of with the Justice card and the Lover's card is obviously a choice, right? And so the choice might be not to take action right now because of he's closing a chapter. So there could be just this energy of keeping closure, keeping things at a distance, not reconciling just yet until this is completely over. Is kind of how I can read that for these cards coming out, but this is around you. All right. And I do have the devil here. There's still an attachment here with you guys. The devil, it's in reverse though. So it does kind of say trying to let go of, you got the Justice card, karma, trying to let go of, or close a karmic cycle. So it doesn't look like he's moving forward towards, because you got the devil in reverse and you got the Justice card, and that's letting go of toxic situation, right? The Lover's card here is still showing up around the energies with you. So the choice is to hold back, right, or hold back. They're holding back, and I think it's most likely because they don't want any. We've talked about that before, because of what's happened in the past. While they're going through this, it's just added extra pressure that they don't want. They don't want in their life. They don't want to do with it right now. That's four major arcana coming up for your reading. All right. So for the divorce, let's see what else comes through. How's things going? What's going on? And we'll talk a little bit more about that in the membership, because, man, I've been having a lot of conversations with one of my really good friends, one of my best girlfriends, and we were talking about the certain dynamics. And I think that I've seen, from the beginning of my channel till now, especially as we're moving into a different energy and ascending, me and my journey. I don't want to bring it too much in while I'm doing super chat, but I've seen a different perspective, and I definitely I'm seeing a different dynamic, and I'm starting to understand it a little bit more. And I just have a whole different perspective on the whole situation. It's not like it's not the same as it used to be, but I'm also seeing why certain people just can't handle, especially with spiritual growth, and especially letting go of somebody in their life that hasn't grown. That's a very big guilt, and it's really hard for somebody to move on from a situation like that and to be overwhelmed. And so it becomes an emotional, it's same thing as analysis paralysis, but an emotional paralysis. So the Page of Pentacles in reverse for the divorce, all right? And we've got the Page of Swords in reverse. So it doesn't seem like it's going very well. It's like they're definitely ending something. There's a lot of trust issues there. There could be a lot of negativity around that. There could be a lot of things being said. The Page of Swords in reverse is very, very negative communication between them. There could be a lot of arguing. There could be a lot of gossip. There could be a lot of stuff like that. There could be a lot of spying. The ex-wife could be spying on everything he's doing. And so for money or for whatever, for material things. All right. So you got the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Swords. And I don't know their dynamic, but I have the World in reverse. So it's still in the process. It's like there might be something going on that's keeping it stuck. And very karmic-y energy here. All right. And I've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So there's definitely an ending happening here, and it doesn't look like it's very pleasant. Does that make sense? Yeah, wait a minute, you guys can't see the membership thing is it. Can you guys see the membership? I posted it already. You should be able to see it in the membership, the tab. Yeah. All right. We have new emotional block. No, it's not like an emotional block. It's emotional shutdown. It's an emotional like it's happening to me right now. It's happening to me like when I was talking about, certain people, if there's family members, there's certain people coming back that I haven't talked to in a long time and coming back in with a lot of stuff going on in their life. And then it's an overload for me, you know. And so I'm not ready to communicate just yet, with that person, even though I want to. And because I know that they're going through some sort of healing process and that they're in my life for a reason. But I need to be in the right place to be able to deal with that. But I emotionally kind of shut down because it was too overwhelming for me. And so, whereas I tried to set a boundary and say, I can't do this right now. We're at the holidays. I'm moving. It was a lot to take on right now. And I tried being as mature as I've become. I tried to say, hey, there's a lot, it's regarding my family and the boys. I talked to you about that. And I tried saying, I just don't have the mental space right now. And give me some time. And then, but then he said okay, and then all of a sudden boom, 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 boom. Like it just wasn't, and so this is not in relation to your situation, but I'm just trying to explain the emotional shutdown. I shut down, and now I know that it's only stressing him out more. This is my stepson, stressing him out more, and there's nothing I can do about it right now because the way he's making me feel, I'm not going to show up for him the best way I can right this second. So it's like he didn't honor what I was saying before, and I know he's not going to this time, and so I have to be emotionally ready to take on something like that. And so even though I love him and I know that I'm playing a part in this situation and that I could make some sort of healthy choice, help him make some sort of healthy choices and give him some really nice guidance. And he maybe even possibly heal, something or wound or something. I can't do it right now. And that's what I mean by like emotional shutdown. It's like you get left in this position of there's nothing I can do in this moment, so I've got to take the worst case scenario, which is the person's pissed off at me and thinks I don't want to talk. And that's what I mean. It's not an emotional block. It's not an emotional block. It's me of creating a boundary until I know that I can show up the best way I can for it. And that's kind of the energy that I've been picking up from him for a while, is that, and you validated that it would stress him out when you guys would talk about shit moving. All right. And if he's dealing with the energy I was picking up with what's going on in his divorce, like, I would personally, if that was me, like I wouldn't have any room for any emotional, especially when he knows you want an emotional deep connection. I would be running a marathon somewhere. I'd be driving across country. I'd be pissing everybody off in my life. All right, Neil. But I can talk more on that in the membership too, because like I said, I have a different perspective. I've been shown a different perspective. All right, so Neil, I don't know if you're here. Yes, I saw somebody just PayPal'd. So Fabian, I'll put you up. All right, so you sent me an email. You sent me this, and I've got to think about it because, again, these kind of questions could be really good for the membership because we can go on long discussions. Synchronicity and future premonition. Thoughts are happening so often. So when they do, I get the tingy energy feeling. What do they mean and how can I improve my awareness of it? So it's just, to me, synchronicity and premonition, like, it's such a deep way to explain it. Like, when I have a premonition or I see synchronicities, it's already showing me things that I've already known are going to happen, being empathic. You know, when you've been through trauma or anything like that, like, you're always, and you know, then we have our own stories, we have our own things that we're manifesting constantly. So when we see synchronicities or we have a premonition can be a piece of our subconscious that we wish to see, or we already have a feeling or knowing because we've been on a path for a while, and certain other things that come into play that we might not be in awareness of is showing us that we're on this timeline or we're on this trajectory. So a premonition can come in as just the same way a manifestation can, when we have a visual of something and then we see it. So we can manifest synchronicities all the time. And to me, it means that you're becoming more in tune and with your, you're becoming more self-aware, and you're becoming more in tune with your ability to be, you know, to manifest, and also your ability in your senses, you know, to be aware on a deeper level. How can you improve your awareness of it is just more meditation and more trust in yourself, not putting it on the external. So if I see a synchronicity or I see something come to play in my life that I feel like I've had a dream about, or premonition, because your dreams too are processing your emotions and everything that you've taken in, and in your files, and maybe even other energies that you've picked up along the way that you don't realize about it. I mean, there's so much more, and there's more that I don't even know. You know, I'm just giving you my honest, what I can give to you right in this moment. But to improve it is like when I see it come into my life and I see it happen, like now I'm like, oh yeah, I know, you know, I mean, I'm on the right path. Like, I use them as like, I don't put importance on them as much as I used to, because that's putting importance on your external world. Like, your external world is happening, like, these synchronicities are just happening first, and then you have the thought. I don't believe that. I believe that the thought was there, the seed was planted at some place, you know, like the way, you know, I've never really been the biggest Abraham Hicks follower, but I understand all her concepts, a lot of her concepts. I've followed other people. And so, but I know her vortex ideas. We've been filing things. We've had dreams. You may have had a dream, premonition, and then it comes to fruition. But I still do believe that everything starts from within, especially when we see it on the outside, because it's our awareness, what we think, what we perceive, you know, our perceptions, and all that is coming from within us. So you're going to see these things because they're you want to, and because you've thought about them, and because it's part of your vortex too. Um, to improve it is just to become more self-aware. And that's why I talk about paying attention to your thoughts and your mind and how you talk to yourself, and pay attention to your dreams, and pay attention to um, your emotions, and pay attention to the stories you're telling yourself, because the stories that we're telling ourselves are still playing out. Somebody can, talk about, they can, every time I drive, I see an accident, so I don't like to drive. And so then the next time they do drive, they might see an accident because they've manifested their fears. And it's not a coincidence, and it's not, or if they see a car accident and then see it. I do believe, for the most part, I mean, there's always exceptions to every rule, but it's a fear that was a seed that was already planted, and they believe it so much on some level that it's going to show up. So that's what I feel for that. And when they happen more often, if it's a good sign, it could mean that you're on your path to manifesting exactly what you want. The thing is people will get hyper focused on these signs and synchronicity. And I've learned that that God, universe, source, whatever you want to use, is guiding you always to your fullest desire. But we think we know what it is. And so we end up creating, we'll start to play around with it instead of just trusting in the end game and allowing these signs and synchronicities and premonitions and things like that to happen for us. And then instead of just going, yes, we're on that path, I love it, I see it, I'm in tune, we start to want to control it even more, and then our egos get involved, and we're going off path from what we really desire or want. And this can happen with people manifesting SPs. It's like, if you know exactly what you want in a relationship and somebody shows up in your life, just honor it. And if it's not fitting the part, don't force it to fit. Just go with the flow and keep manifesting. Your higher self is bringing you down the path. This could be somebody that's showing up in your life that has the qualities, that are starting to show you the qualities, teaching you what you want, or what, starting to formulate what you want in your relationships. And then, you just kind of take it and be like, all right. But a lot of people want to create who they want this person to be, and then we'll try and force that concept on people. So I'm going off on a tangent. But that's how it kind of intertwines for me. And that would be an awesome question to talk about more, like in the membership. But here, these are quick super chats. So I'll be on here for 18 hours. All right. So I don't know if you're here or what, but let me know if that made sense. Kim. I do see other people popping in. I will put you on the list after this. How does N feel about me? It's been a few months since we spoke. He comes and flirts and disappears. We had one short date, but I was initially put off by the age gap. All right. He may have felt that, He's a Cappy, I'm a Pisces. I still feel him in my energy, even though not in communication, although I'm not sitting around waiting for him. I'm just curious because other readers told me he would be back. Let's see. If you have any doubts about this person, like the age gap, and then you want to try and make something happen, you've got to trust your first initial response when you meet somebody. You've got to trust. We know whether we're supposed to be with somebody or not. Like within the first 2 minutes, you can totally know. Yeah, and so that's a really big, and so you're going to always, you might tuck it for a while. But it's going to come back up, and our outside world is a reflection of what's going on within us. So he pushed away because you were already having discussions in your mind about the age gap and things you didn't like. Yeah. So it's a worry, a fear that, the Seven of Pentacles here. It's a worry or fear that's going to create constant. They're going to, because that's a fear only you can deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because you have that fear, you're always going to have that insecurity or doubt, and then it's going to keep showing up. I got the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is saying, they could come back around, but you're going to be waiting. It might be a while. The Seven of Pentacles also says, is this worth your investment? And I've got the Emperor card. So the cards I'm getting for you, and I do have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which shows a possibility of another opportunity coming in. So, but it might take a minute. It might not happen overnight. You might be able to like reach out, get them to come back around. But it looks like you might be the one to maybe reach out and see. The Seven of Pentacles, tells me though, and the Four of Pentacles can say let go, because I don't know if you really, you know what I mean? Like the Empress card right here. Like, are they worth it for you? Or are you stuck on them because you're bored? I do see, though, the answer I'm getting. Your cards are the Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and I have the Empress card. All right. So I do see that I'm getting the same thing as other readers are getting. I'm getting a yes, they'll come back around. But to be honest with you, I feel like, because I teach the whole I understand the concepts of, the universe and the way dynamics work. You're going to continue to push this person away because you don't really want to be with them for the right reasons. But that you could control the situation to get them to come back around. And there definitely could be, some sort of start to something with the Seven of Pentacles and the Emperor. So I'm getting the same thing. And when you say, I'm not sure, right? Because, and this is where people, if you don't understand like the concepts, I can sound like all you can hear is blah, 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 right? But I'm hoping I plant seeds. If you don't know, if you can't make a decision about what you want, your reality is going to continue to flop back and forth, and it's going to keep giving you what's going on inside your mind. So you're going to constantly get indecisiveness from the outside world. So it's going to appear to you like your person's indecisive and they're going back and forth, but it's really you going back and forth. Yes, I'm still taking questions. We just started. Yeah, and Kim, like, I get it. 16-year age difference with a woman being 16 years older. I always think of Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. I mean, and he ended up getting married to, somebody his age to have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's in my head. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that women take care of themselves so good now, like, over the years, and we can look younger than we actually are, but still biologically, I don't want any more kids. And, so we're always going to have these fears. And then, and I don't want to worry about my age as I'm getting older either. You know what I mean? I don't want to be, 70 and my man's 50, and then, come on. You know what I'm saying? So I have the same fears and the same worries. And it's pressure because everybody's situation is different. You may find the most amazing man who's 20 years younger than you, who would be there for you to the, I don't know. And so, so all I'm saying is I understand those fears. And as long as you have those fears, they're going to come up in every relationship that you date when you're dating somebody younger than you. And it's going to be constantly a fear that, and you're eventually going to push them away anyways, because you don't want to get hurt. Lauren just sent a PayPal too. All right. So I got Fabian here and Naz, Fabian. I have, yep, Lauren, Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa. Yep, I just got you. Hi. All right. So, like, it's a hard one. Niche. All right. You're welcome. All right. Small communication from SP in regards to the card I gave him, and just let me know that he's still attracted towards me. He said that in the situation we are in, it can bring out the worst in someone. Yes. I acknowledged and listened. And he said, you know me. And when I responded back saying that I felt like I didn't repeat himself, so I just left with that. All right. Yes. Oh, niche. Like, yes. All right. You've got your you've got the relationship here. You've got it. So if you can take your focus off the time it takes, I know you want him now. I know you want him here now. And I know the holidays and everything, you want them there now. But I honestly feel like the Temperance card, the more you can just nurture yourself during this time and nurture the situation, the seed, this nice seed has been planted, and it was exactly what you wanted at that moment, and it felt so good. And now it's almost like you got you threw the line, and they took the bite, and you got it. And I know some people want to, like, I know I'm not a fisher, so this might not even work, but want to yank it in and hurry up and reel it in and get it in and bring it home, right? But it doesn't work in these types of situations. So it's almost like you got to kind of, is it like, I know that's fly fish. I don't know how to fish, but it's almost like you've got to kind of like lure it in with kindness and being gentle. And I think the more you can do this without coming from a place of desperation, and I know that word can be triggering because I know you're not like, but it does come from a sense of, you just want to heal things, you want to fix things, you want things to be back to normal. And so it can be an energy that's repellent. Any type of energy that comes from that way could push somebody a little bit further. But it's almost like gentleness and letting it come back in. You've got this. You're gonna have them back home. But it has to be honestly on their terms. In a sense, you gotta let maybe, I don't know, maybe make them think it's on their terms, but because they don't want to come back to the same situation they just left. And that's just my personal advice with the whole manifesting it, and just personal advice, you know what I'm saying? And let's see, will there be some communication from now through Xmas between the both of us? All right, I got the Ace of Cups and it was upright. All right, I've got the Two of Pentacles. So I want to say yes. Be flexible, though. Adapt to the situation. The Two of Materials is asking you to find a balance and just kind of roll with things. And you've got this. It's the same thing I just said to you. The Ace of Cups can be up to a month, obviously. So I don't want to say that because, and I also don't want to say, a definite yes for Christmas, and then you're sitting there at Christmas and you're not getting your phone call. I mean, I don't want to do that to somebody around the holidays. Well, you got the Ace of Cups. And the thing is he still looks at you. There's still love there. But if you don't show your Empress side and you keep showing the needy side, he's going to figure out why he's not in love with you. That's what I'm trying to get you to see that. When somebody pulls us out of alignment and makes us feel hurt, we put this hat on and they pull out the worst sides of us. And we want them to come back to that, and we want them to be attracted to that. It doesn't work that way. They're constantly seeing this pressure, this nervous and scared energy, and it's not Empress energy. It's not attracting them in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this like you're the only one that does this either. I'm not saying that. It's the truth. When in any dynamic with anybody, when they pull us out of alignment, we automatically we turn into a negative version of ourselves. And when we pull back and we put ourselves back in alignment and know our worth and have confidence, that's what gets them back quicker. That's what brings relationships back into alignment. The Ace of Cups is here. All right. The Hanged Man, overall energy. You've got to see things from a different perspective. You've got to see things from both perspectives, yours and theirs. The Hanged Man is somebody's taking a pause, somebody's taking a step back. All right. So you are kind of in limbo right now, but it's a turning point, and you can turn over a new leaf here if you choose to change your perspective of the situation. There's still love for you. The Ace of Cups. And I do see the Eight of Cups in reverse, which can talk about somebody coming back around. So it might be in limbo right now, and you might be playing the waiting game for a minute or two. Especially with the Two of Pentacles going back. They might be weighing their options, going back and forth, weighing out the pros and cons. I don't know if I want to do this again. And then you have the Eight of Cups here in reverse. So I do see them coming back around. I do see communication from now to a month if I were to give you a time frame, and you know how I feel about time frames. All right. And you have the Ace of Wands. And so the Ace of Wands is also communication. So my thing is that if they don't call you for Christmas, I'd be pissed. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not something that if there's if this is your story and this I mean, if this is your person, and you've got to weigh out your options too. If somebody that's supposed to love you doesn't call you on Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. But you know something? You're still looking for a place so you can keep your head together. I've learned that we got to keep our head together no matter if we don't have a place. You know what I mean? Because I've been a gypsy traveler, all this place going, I don't know where my excuse, I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I should live. I don't know. I can't find my home. I don't know where I belong. And so I was going nuts, but really, like, I understand now what it means that home, you got to always be home with yourself. You got to always be, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so, like, you're still in the same house. You know how many times my mom threw my dad's clothes out the window? He's living in his car somewhere. They'll come back. Hi, Neil. Neil, you missed your reading. I missed you too, Jake. Hi, Rick. Do the limbo rock. Like, I don't know if you're in the membership. You don't have the membership is $2.99 for the small for the $9.99 is for those that come in and when they want like readings constantly. The $2.99 one is just to kind of sign up and go in there. And I we talk about all this stuff over there, and to be able to go twice a week to give you, you know, everybody in there too, giving you emotional support as you're going through this process, so that when you feel like you're losing your shit, you've got your community over there and I can talk you through it, you know? Thank you, Jake. Yeah, I love my new setup too. It's not completely done. I'm going to be in the other room, but I'm going to have a tank and everything too. Yes, I think, yeah, Frankie's Tarot 777. Yes. Yeah, and we sit for we're over there. See, I start to do that here, and that's why this super chat goes super long and it stresses everybody out, because my membership is where I do all this talking like this, and now I'm starting to kind of they're getting meshed in, and these ones here, are supposed to go a lot faster for people, and then I'm going on tangents because that's what I do. All right, Haley. All right, where's Haley? There you are. Did you put your question? Okay. Scorpio's feelings or actions. Luthi, Haley. Sorry. Scorpio's feelings or actions. Can you tell me the status of the relationship? I can help you a little bit more. Hi. What's the status? You don't have to give me all kinds of details, but if I know the status, or if you guys have been in a relationship or whatever, or you're trying to, I'll be able to be a little bit more on point with the card meanings and not so general. Yes, and with the membership, you get to see Mojo's face tomorrow. His cute face. Okay. No, what? You're saying situationships, like, oh, what's that? I haven't seen that before. I'm not laughing at you for being in it. I'm laughing because it's like the new norm for 2019 to 2023, I think. All right. It's because people don't want to leave their old ways, and that things have ended, situations have ended, and then people are afraid to start something new because they don't want to go back to the old ways. There's been everybody's waking up. All right. So the world in reverse is kind of showing that it's stuck. The situation is stuck. So the devil in reverse, all right. The Two of Pentacles. And I've got the Knight of Inspiration. So I am seeing that this strong attraction between the two of you. They may have weighed out the options with taking things further with you, but the Two of Pentacles, obviously it's a situationship, so there's obviously another situation that's part of this. And so they need to let go of something in order to move forward. But I can see actions is the Knight of Wands. So the attraction between the two of you is strong, and it's obviously going to happen again, or you guys are going to be together again. You definitely inspire each other. But the challenge is the Two of Pentacles. So they've got to make a decision about what they want to do. And so the Devil in reverse in their energy shows me, one, his ex is still in the pic. He needs to let go of that situation. And so the no contact is by your own doing. It looks as though he's letting go of somebody, because it's showing me the devil in reverse with the Two of Pentacles. I'm sorry, I know you can't see the cards the way I have my setup. Usually I have my camera up and I didn't put it up. So that shows me somebody letting go of somebody, and their intentions towards you is the Knight of Wands. But it could take a minute. Now, if you're being blocked, it's because you didn't get your way. But you owning the no contact is because your own doing. It's because you can't handle the situation because the ex is still there. So you're not, his ex still in the pic. I'm not seeing I'm seeing him letting go of somebody. So you went no contact. Yeah. I think that's great. I hate to say this, but you're dealing with a Scorpio guy. And very, like, if a relationship is sexual, that's what it's, and you realizing your worth and pulling away might be the best thing you've done. If you want it to go somewhere more stable, you've got to make it not just about sex with a Scorpio guy, any guy, but a Scorpio. The fixed signs are the worst. You deal with a fixed sign, and you start out the gate just doing a situationship like that's very sexual. You're setting the tone, setting the pace. So it does look, though, like you guys are going to get back together, or like at least hang out, some fun. It's lust, though. It's showing up as lust. So a little bit of space and knowing your worth, and then being clear about what it is you want, and then seeing if it can go in a different, you have to take it in a different direction. And I think that's not just you're saying you think you realize in your worth, you are. It's your higher self doing what you needed to do, because you knew you wanted more. You're emotionally invested, and you weren't getting emotionally fulfilled. All right, Kate, I got you started. So you got this. Let me see. Angel eyes. Wish it was a better system. I'm trying, guys. Wait a minute. So Angel, there it is. Okay. Who's coming towards me in love? No dates this week so far. They don't want to catch what you got. Yeah, Kim S. I agree. Thank you. Not contagious. I was kidding. I was making a joke. Yvette, I'll have to check after the reading. I'll update the list, guys. It's just everybody started coming in at once when I was in the middle of a reading. I have 11 people on the list starred, so it's not that far. But I just read that giving someone space longer than 3 weeks is too much. I don't know if I agree with that. Everybody's situation is different. So every circumstance is different. If you're talking about somebody you just, you're trying to get something off the ground with, and something like that, like I don't know. I mean, I could go into a million different dynamics, but who's coming towards me in love? All right, I've got the Empress card here, bottom of the deck. I've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I've got the Six of Swords. And I've got the Five of Swords. So I kind of feel like you need to move on from Cancer right now. It's not going anywhere right now. The Empress card kind of tells me like you gotta know your worth with that. You gotta step back and keep focusing on yourself. It's stressing you out too much, and it's holding you back from moving moving forward. I'm not picking up any major signs this week. If the wheel in reverse is saying that things have stopped or slowed down here, it might be stressing you out. But the Six of Swords is in the challenge position too, and it just feels like the Five of Swords is here too. You're in your head. Let go, the Devil in reverse. So the reason is because you brought out Cancer, and Cancer's coming up. It's like let go of that situation right now, so that you can move forward. Any sign, Spirit, that's coming towards you. Let's see if I can get a specific sign. Come on. These cards are slipping out of my hands. All right, I got the Lovers. I got Gemini. So you got Gemini coming towards you. So I couldn't help for the Cancer to pull up because we were talking about it. But and you've got the Two of Pentacles. So be flexible with Gemini. Gemini, you could be making plans with them in the future. It might not be this week, but it could be making plans next week or something with that Two of Pentacles. Did you post your question, Yvette? All right, you posted your question. I don't know if let me see. Okay, for me and Hugo, I got you. Got a lot of different people in here today. I Stretchy Recoil. Hi, the Paralysis Demon. Okay. All right. Let's see. Sea Dog, then Nas, then Fabian, and then Alurin, Alyssa, Gypsy, Yvette, Galactic, Kate, and then yeah. So we're good. All right, yeah. You're not far. You're after Yvette. You're after Gypsy Love and Alyssa. So you're about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th in line. So give it a little bit. I'm gonna try and pick up pace and not chat so much, so I can get moving. All right. So Sea Dog. And I see a crystal came in too, so where is it? All right, so you said you switched your question. What does Spirit want you to know? Okay, can I change my question? I had a missed call from my ex yesterday. Was that by mistake, or did she mean to reach out? What can Spirit say regarding this? All right, so we're looking at a missed call from your ex. Why didn't you call her back? might have to shut that light off. Huh. 7 emotions and the Tower card. Looks like she's rethinking a second chance with you. You have the 7 of Cups and the Tower card. So, but she's still conflicted, and the Page of Materials in reverse. So it's almost like she still doesn't know if she wants a brand new beginning or a new beginning here. The 3 of Wands is here too. So she might be weighing out the potential. I don't think it was a mistake. The Moon in reverse, the truth being revealed here. Or she's still holding back. Did you try reaching back out? I would have reached back out. I've got the 2 of Cups. So I don't know, that's like, I can go into the whole dynamic of it, but you just wanted, I think she meant to do it. That's what I'm going to go with those cards that came up. I would have I'd call back. I don't like to not know stuff. You know what I mean? I don't like to sit and ponder. I would have just said, "What do you want? Why'd you call me?" You're welcome, Mojo. I'll see you tomorrow. Nice. Right, I think I'm gonna. All right. All right, so I'm just going to pull cards for Aries and see. You're like me, Naz. You're the ex that goes back around. Like you're the one on Mercury retrograde. So I won't do it anymore. I'm using like if I'm calling you back, it's not. It's like always ends up in a fight or something. So I just know better. All right. I got the 10 of Cups. So I am seeing her in her feelings in a relationship. So she's in a relationship. I do have the Ace of Cups though. So I do see still has feelings. I do see the Knight of the obstacle or challenge is the Knight of Wands. All right. So there's still attraction there, still feelings for you, but she's not moving on it or acting on it. I have the 8 of Swords in reverse. So there's no negative, there's nothing, no negative thoughts, no negative energy between the two of you. But also, she's not moving forward on communicating either with you, is what I'm seeing. But there's still love there with the Ace of Cups being in her feelings position. And that could be a desire to see you or reconcile, because that can be a reconciling card. But the Knight of Wands in the challenge position with the 8 of Swords in reverse. It could be because she's in a relationship. She still thinks positive thoughts about you, though. I got the World card in reverse, so I'm seeing her not moving, taking any action. But it's unfit. That shows unfinished business. And I have the 3 of Swords, though, so she might have some sadness there, too, about it. So there could be moments of heartbreak that she still thinks about it. And I got the 8 of Cups in reverse. There could be moments when she thinks about coming back around. Or she's reflecting on the past. The Seven of Cups. The Eight of Cups in reverse is the Seven of Cups to me. Yeah. So what I'm picking up on, because I didn't know if you were in communication or not, what I'm picking up on is there's still mutual attraction there with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands. But with the Knight of Wands being in the obstacle position and the way she views you in the Eight of Swords in reverse, she doesn't have any negative feelings towards you at all, and no negative thoughts. But she's not taking any action towards this. The World card in reverse too is saying, it's not finished. The situation's not finished. You guys may run into each other again because you got the Eight of Cups in reverse coming back around. But it could be with the Three of Swords, maybe after, because she's using a relationship. If something happens, there could be a chance of her coming back around to revisit. But if she's in a relationship right now, she may have thoughts, because the Seven of Cups is somebody who thinks, that Seven of Cups energy, thinking about you and at times, and thinking about the separation or thinking about what happened. So it's pretty good energy, and she's got the tens. She seems to be working really hard, stressed out a little bit. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, she's got a lot going on, but she seems happy with the Ten of Cups there. I mean, you can't get, Ten of Cups is like in a good place, but the Ten of Wands, stressed out, burnt out, a lot of responsibilities. And remember, retrogrades bring back our exes, right? But it doesn't mean that they come in physical form. Like, it's weird. Like my stepson, that's from my ex-husband. I had somebody talking about somebody from a long time ago, who was one of my exes, and all of a sudden the conversation with that, hell, I haven't talked about that person in forever. And it's like there could be unresolved things, or there could be signs that somebody is thinking about you. And when we're thinking about somebody and it comes on our mind, right, it could be the right time to resolve something, like for me, for instance, with my stepson. But all the other stuff could be just other people, thinking about you. And then, there's always something that can be a lesson there. Maybe there's a lesson or something that we've missed, or they're just saying, I miss you, or I'm thinking about you. I care about you. Yeah, like you're saying your ex came up as a friend suggestion on Facebook. Yeah, it's just the weird, like it's stuff like that. And it's like I'm shaking my head because I'm just like, it's random things. But I do, because of this channel, I focus on this so much, and I see it, and I'm always analyzing things. I can't say anything else about it. Like, the retrogrades really do this kind of stuff, and it's proven itself over and over and over. And I also know that I can manifest some of it too, because when you focus on so much of it, you can see it happening. So because I believe in it so much, it does happen. So there's that perspective too. That's why I tell you, if you want your ex back, believe it's going to happen, and use the energies wisely. They'll be back. All right. So Fabian, MC's feelings for me in this connection at the moment. Are you here, Fabian? And I know she's talked with my hairstylist recently. What's going on with me? Like, what do you mean? You want to just get a spirit message? What's going on with you? Oh, she's talked about what's going on with you. Yeah. Thinking about coming back around, or I don't know. I don't know your status. So the Eight of Cups in reverse can be they're either not moving on from you, or they're not thinking about moving on from you, or they're coming back around. But they might not be fulfilling you. They might not be emotionally available. But I do see the Emperor card here. And I see the they're focused. Well, I'm going to say those two cards is like maybe they focused on their foundation or they focused on their work. But it does look as though they would like to start something with you. They've been honest with you about whatever. The Seven of Swords in reverse. They've been open and honest with you. The challenge, the Nine of Pentacles, I don't know if they like their freedom or they work a lot or they just need their freedom. But the Emperor card shows me they definitely want to commit to something, or unless sometimes guys, if I don't know what kind of connection it is, I can sit here all day long and give you every freaking perspective. My mind does that. Feelings are the Emperor wanting to build something with you. The Eight of Cups in reverse says somebody who's not emotionally fulfilling you. They're not emotionally. They're not emotionally. They're uncertain about their feelings, or they don't know how to express their feelings. The Nine of Pentacles. They like their freedom, but they also like to work and be independent. All right. So no communication is telling me that they'll come back around, the Eight of Cups, but they're not emotionally they are uncertain about their feelings. They don't know what they want. They keep their options open. The Emperor card is somebody who is holding back. They might come back around to make peace with you, the peacemaker. But the Emperor card and the Nine of Pentacles is saying this person wants their freedom. They like their independency. They could be working on their own foundation. The Seven of Swords in reverse says you may communicate with them and they may bring closure with you. They'll bring some sort of truth, honesty, apology, something for you, but they will come back around. So the only cards of emotion that I'm getting is the Eight of Cups in reverse, which is they have feelings for you, obviously with the Seven of Cups, but they're unsure of where they want to go with them. All right. Yes, Patricia, I can take well, so if there's a third party, that explains the Seven of Cups. They're uncertain about moving forward. And then the Emperor card is somebody who's a parent. Yeah. Yay. Yay. Family man. All right. Yeah. And so if you're in no communication, the Eight of Cups upright says you're blocked, says they've walked away. The Eight of Cups in reverse says somebody coming back around. So in the love readings. Okay. So that's about as far as that can go without going, like, I'd have to do a personal reading to go diving in and answer your questions. Stretchy recoil. The guys got some long names. My eyes. Now I gotta shut this off. Sorry, guys. That light was just getting in my eyes. All right. I can send. Wait a minute. So, wait a minute. What did I miss? I reached out this morning, but she hasn't returned my call or text. Yeah, let's see. I had a missed call, and she's. Yeah, Sea Dog, I answered it. There's still a lot of uncertainty there, so I don't know. I wouldn't. She's probably seeing if you're gonna bite. I don't know. The reading resonates with whatever you're saying, but it wasn't done unintentionally according to the cards. All right, I can sense a Gemini woman is coming that seems to know more about me than I do her. And I am down to share my deep ideas as she teaches me how to human. What do I learn first? All right. So I don't know. Stretchy recoil to paralysis demon. I don't know. I always do my best. I love a challenge. As she teaches you how to be human. I can sense she knows more about you. I'm down. What can I learn? What do I learn first? What do I learn first? Like, are you asking me to tell you what she's going to teach you first? Because Pisces sun, and is it possible she is a soulmate connection? Yeah, you're a Pisces. Let's see this Gemini. I don't know how to been. I never dated a Gemini. I have friends. My father, I have a lot. I tell you guys all the time. I have a lot of Gemini placements, but I've never dated a Gemini, and so I don't know what it takes to impress a Gemini through experience on a romantic level. I have the 9 of Wands. She may teach you to let down your guards. I have the Temperance card here. I know that I usually have my other camera up. I'm sorry. I have the 8 of Wands. A lot of passion. And I have the 9 of Cups. So you got the 8s and the 9s. So it could be a soulmate connection. When I see the 9s, I think of reaching closure of chapter, and spirit, and the 9s and numerology is spiritual. So letting go of what no longer serves you. And the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior, been through a lot of trials and tribulations, which could be you. So the Temperance card is showing divine partner could help restore balance to your life. And the 8 of Wands is there's a lot of passion there, and this could move fast. So there's the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment card. Everybody loves that word. The 8 of Wands and the 9 of Cups is showing that it could be very passionate. And you guys definitely balance each other. So there's a possibility, yes, this connection. Yes. Now, as I can take one more, and then I'm going to close it out. I see that somebody else, Marisol, just came through too. I think I'm going to close it out because retrograde is making me talk slower or something, or I'm back in the south or something. And yes, I got you, Marisol. And that's not meant to offend anybody. It feels like I'm talking really slow and I'm moving really slow. So I got to close the questions. But that's to answer your question there. Those are your cards. Temperance card does show a divine partnership. All right, Lauren. What do you see for me in the upcoming month? Let's see. Let's see you. Any obstacles, opportunity? What you might not see coming for the upcoming month. No, Mountain Girl, you can throw one in too, and then you'll be the last one. I see somebody else just came in too. All right. Slayer, yes. Yeah, it's Slayer. It's Slayer. Well, Ace of Cups and the the King of Pentacles. So you have an opportunity to really grow your wealth, grow your, or work on your stability, work on your health, work on things tangible in your life. There could be an increase in abundance in your life in the month coming up. All right. Well, you have the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles, for your obstacles and opportunities. All right, the Ace, and I've got the World card here. So, it could be closing of, accomplishing something, closing of a chapter, a new chapter beginning. Ace of Cups. So it's a new energy of a new chapter beginning, possibility, new love coming into your life with that energy, a new creative idea that brings material increase into your life with the King of Pentacles. I have the Sun card, people around you. So there could be some good times, some fun with the people around you, the Sun card. There could be new romance. Somebody's having a birthday or a birth of a child. But it could be a birth of something creative, a birth of, something like that. The Sun card is showing fun, excitement, entertainment, things looking really positive in the upcoming month. Well, you don't see coming, I have the Empress. So I don't know if you're thinking about getting pregnant or what, but you've got the signs here of getting pregnant, having a baby. There was one astrologer that said there was a time period, I think it's on the 22nd, if you wanted to get pregnant. I don't know why. And yes, it's okay, Patricia. So I am seeing the Empress. So I'm seeing a very abundant month for you. If the Sun is my Leo, it could be. So you've got the Empress. The Empress is saying receiving, and this is in your what you don't see coming. So receive in abundance. You have the Ace of Cups as your energy, what might be coming towards you, new beginning in love. Obstacles and opportunities is the King of Pentacles. And people around you, the people around you is the Sun card. So some people coming around you that make you very happy. There's a positive energy around people coming towards you. And like the Sun card's a Leo. So I'm just matching the cards up. The Ace of Cups and the Sun card can show a birth of a new relationship, companionship. The Empress card is what you don't see coming, which is abundance, and you receiving what you're manifesting, what you want. All right, all you got to do is sit back, lean back, and let it come in. All right. And advice for you is the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which to me is let go a little bit with certain things that you're putting huge weight on, importance on certain things. Just kind of let go a little bit more. You got the Empress card here. Tap into that feminine energy. Don't, if you grip and you grab, it gives you an energy of lack, like you don't expect things to come through. And I know you know all this. So it is just telling you to let go a little bit and allow this opportunity to come towards you. And if it's any kind of stresses around money or finances or stability or anything like that, that card there is saying let go a little bit. It's all going to work out for you. You are attracting in exactly what you need. And it could be also the Empress card showing you really taking care of yourself or having a little extra to take care of yourself and feeling pretty good and in your power in the coming month too. So you've got, according to these cards, a beautiful month ahead. All right, the world, feeling accomplished, maybe traveling somewhere, maybe going somewhere. Okay, yes, everybody, the reads are closed now. We've got a bunch, and yeah, your questions made it in. Everybody made it in up to this point. I've seen everybody that's come in, but I am going to close them up now. Practicing all we talk about in the membership. Yes. And did you just see the cards you just got? I mean, I know you couldn't see them, but those were like the King of Pentacles and the Empress is a relationship too. I didn't even put the two together because the word muse keeps taking me off kilter because it doesn't say King of Pentacles, and it's showing a relationship right there, solid commitment. All right, so I've got Alyssa, I've got Gypsy, Yvette next. I've got Galactic, Kate, Marisol, Patricia, Mountain Girl. And I think that is, unless anybody else came out that I didn't see, just let me know. But you're in. If you sent payment and you sent a question, I will get to you. All right. Alyssa. All right, let's see the same thing for you. Your obstacle or opportunity this week. No. Naz, I knew you were going to. I got you on the list. So, Queen of Cups in reverse, you're being a little bit emotional, or you got to watch out for your emotions this week. You may feel moody. The High Priestess in reverse too. There may be some secret or something might come to light this week. But I feel like it's more about your emotions and feeling and not trusting yourself this week. Your obstacle or opportunity, the two of swords. So this is going to be a week where you might be pulling your hair out. You got to make a decision, a very important decision this week. Taking care of yourself, if you're not getting your emotions met, or if you're feeling off or emotionally unstable or unbalanced. The High Priestess in reverse tells me that you got to take a step back and go within, obviously. I mean, there's no other way to put that with the Two of Swords. Like you're being pulled in two directions, or you're pulling your hair out right now. And this can be in any area of your life. It doesn't matter, but you're pulling your hair out. And there comes a point where we finally just got to say, what do we have to do to take care of ourselves? What feels right to us? The High Priestess in reverse, not doing what's best for you, not feeling what's right, not feeling into, and you know the answer. So it's like you can pull your hair so much and overthink and overanalyze everything, but you know the answers. And I just feel like something is getting to you, and the only way is to go within. You've got to make that choice. Shut out the outside external noise. And what is it that you need to feel emotionally fulfilled? You got to take care of your own emotions, your own emotional needs. People around you. I got the Eight of Swords in reverse for you. And I've got the Knight of Cups. So there's a possibility of another water sign around you. There's a possibility what you don't see coming with the Knight of Cups. Romance, a date. Somebody thinks really, or people around you think highly of you, all right? That Eight of Swords in reverse to me is also the people around you might think you need to let go of something, or that you need to stop stressing so much. Advice, the Fool card. Take a leap of faith. You've got, like obviously, I don't know what this is this pertains to, but you've got to go in a new direction. You've got to venture out. You've got to make the choice to leap, jump off the fence and go. There's a point when we just gotta take what we need and just go see what's out there. Just go. You might be, if I wanted to look at it from a love perspective, the Knight of Cups and the Fool card, there could be taking a leap of faith with a new relationship with that. And I'm getting like the page, the King of Pentacles too. So which could be work related, family. Might be time to move on past that and focus on where your creativity is taking you. You got the King of Cups here, the Queen of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, the King and Queen of Cups, you could be moving towards a relationship, but you've got to make a choice to let go of something. Something's holding you back. And that's like really, I could help you figure that out, but that, like, I'll be up here forever trying to figure that one out. Does that make sense? Does that resonate with you? You have an important decision, choice to make. Sometimes when the what spirit wants you to know and just doing general readings for me can take me so in how many different, it does make sense that I just don't know when I'm nailing in on something. And let's see, Gypsy Love. It does make sense. So quit pulling your hair out and just go for it. You're welcome. The only way to change is to move, is to go, is to the only way we're going to grow is if we change. And the only way we're going to, so it's like if you're in a situation, even when it's with work and things like that, and I say that, and I'm sorry, because I know that it's easy for me and I've always done that. And I know it's not as easy, but it wasn't easy for me. It was just a learned trait. And I started realizing that it was so, like, I would grow so much, and it started becoming less scary the more I changed jobs, the more I moved. This is me as a teenager too, and growing up my whole entire life, just going for it. All right, who's next? Gypsy. I'm in love with Gemini. Oh, Geminis are coming up today. We had a fallout last year. We are on speaking terms, but not like before. I told him I have faith in our friendship. Do you see any potential with us? All right. Let's see. All right. Well, you got the King of Pentacles here, so this possibility. Three of Cups upright. The Knight of Pentacles. It's moving very slowly. Friendship, and the change intentions. Maybe to try again, but it's going to move really slow. Friendship is what I'm seeing. You got the Three of Cups and you got the Knight of Pentacles. So I can see this reconciliation. I don't know if there's a third party involved. I mean, that's, obviously that would be I can't do the third party stuff, like get into the complications in a couple minutes, but it does seem like there's a positive energy. There's a connection there. They're happy with reconnecting. The Knight of Materials is in the position, the mutual energy, but also obstacle and opportunity. So it's an obstacle to rebuild the friendship with the Knight of Pentacles, but might not go as fast as you want it to. And the potential is the Death card. So the Death card, the potential here is for transformation and a lot of growth and a possibility of a rebirth of a situation, but it's going to require patience, especially with that Knight of Materials. And I don't know what name you came under, and if you're here, but people, like, you got different names. I just don't know your names that's coming in on here. Let me see. All right, Yvette. Outcome from me and Hugo. I think you said something else about this too. Let me see. For me and Hugo, we are friends. We have done stuff, but we aren't official. I just want to know what the outcome is. All right. I don't know why I'm doing that with my lips. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Hugo. Outcome from me and Hugo. Well, I see the bond grows stronger over time, the Strength card, and I see the challenge might be you guys may have a good friendship, you guys might have a strong connection, but they might not be emotionally available. And I do have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, so there is an opportunity that this could move into to something. The bond may grow stronger. But I do have the Three of Pentacles in reverse clarifying the Muse of Emotions. And it's like right now they're not emotionally invested in it. So they're not given to it the way you want them to. And you might not find that they're emotionally available for you. But you guys definitely, all right. Well, I mean, I feel like the Ten of Cups is in reverse and the Five of Pentacles is in reverse. I don't know if it's going to be a fulfilling relationship for you, really, in this energy here. They're not given to it the way you need them to, but it does show a possibility of them giving more to the relationship. The bond may grow stronger over time, but they are emotionally unavailable. They're not putting in the effort. And the Five of Materials in reverse can be, somebody who's not as invested in you as you are them, but there is potential. But the Ten of Cups is in reverse is showing me right now they don't want a relationship. And if you do end up in a relationship, or if they are in a relationship, it's not going to be fulfilling for you. I don't know if they're in a relationship right now, but that Ten of Cups in reverse. But there is potential for it to get stronger. And so that's all I can pick up from those cards right now. Galactic. Yeah, I think you guys are gonna find it fun. We're gonna with Mojo and I doing the live, having the male female perspective in readings. I haven't done a collaboration in a long time with tarot like that, and so it'll be fun for New Year's. Come on, he's fun. Yeah, we're gonna go live tomorrow in the membership just to give it a shot. I mean, we're gonna just chat, so everybody can get you. We're trying to see if his camera stuff works and stuff. So, all right, Ryan, what's shifting in the energies? I woke up in what seems to be another world, and Antonio is obsessed with me. All right, let's see. What's shifting in the energies for Ryan? I've got the Wheel of Fortune, so I am seeing positive movement forward. All right. Seven of Swords in reverse. So you might get some sort of movement with them, some sort of honest communication with them. And I've got the Page of Pentacles. So sincere communication, maybe sincere effort. And something's changing, the Death card here. So with the other cards, it's showing me that there's definitely something changing in the energies with Ryan. So I would keep doing what you're doing, because obviously you're getting people obsessed with you. You're obviously attracting in. Be careful with that obsession, though. Like if that's what you're manifesting. I prefer to be like, I love everybody, everybody loves me. There's manifesting coaches out there that are like, they teach people to be like obsessed, obsessed, obsessed. But you're talking about a word that can call on the devil. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you're using the word obsessed in your manifestations, but it does look as though you're pulling it towards you. And the Wheel of Fortune. All right. I was wondering, Kate. Let's see. Is my baby dad going to end up leaving his new girlfriend and coming back to me? Let's see. Yeah, when I did use that in the past, I would say in a healthy, loving way. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it could be too that because you're coming back into alignment too. Those, are some of the things that you've manifested before. I don't believe your work's been undone, you know. But be careful with the obsession thing. I don't like to use that word ever, like when it comes to anything. Unless of course it's, not even, I don't even use it. I honestly don't use it. Because I don't want anybody or anything to have that strong of an attachment to me. That'd be a lot of responsibility. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. My baby dad going to end up leaving his new girlfriend and coming back to me. Guys, we are in retrograde. I'm sorry. I'm kind of going slow. All right. I got the Page of Materials, Page of Pentacles. Yes. Might take some time, but they will come back. We've got the Five of Wands in reverse. All right. So they may be trying to hold back because of drama. All right. So they're not taking action right now, but we do have the Page of Materials. So you'll have a new beginning. You have the Five of Cups here underneath in reverse, showing reconciliation in this case. All right. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So we do see there's a challenge right now with the Seven of Pentacles, but he definitely has an investment with you. There's a block right now, but there's another way around this to find happiness, is the way that card is interpreted. Have patience with this connection. There a new beginning coming back around, maybe even bringing a gift. I mean, you have the gift, the child. Maybe you gave him a gift, and maybe he'll finally realize it. Look at me getting a little bit spicy. Yeah, mom over here. I'm manifesting that he better come back right. All right, Marisol. And then, all right, it goes, Nas is before Patricia. So it goes Marisol, then Nas, and then Patricia. Yeah. Well, I'm telling you right now, I'm manifesting. Yeah, that's BS. It sucks, but hopefully he's learning his lesson and then he comes back around. Hopefully it hits hard. And so I'm manifesting for you that he comes back in the best version ever. All right. All right. Let's see. You're welcome. And I can only imagine, like, believe me. All right. I was getting mad for a second for you. Take care of your kids. Marisol. All right. What is my boyfriend Joe hiding or being dishonest about, if anything? Is he chatting with any other woman? He is a Scorpio and I'm a Virgo. All right. Now, Marisol, with these kinds of readings, This is tarot. It's my intuition. It's the cards. So I have to go off what the cards say, but you know the answer. You know the truth. The cards may trigger the truth in you. The cards could say something and you feel like they're wrong when it comes to a situation like this. And it could be bringing you closer to your truth, and trust your intuition. And definitely do your research. All right. So I've got the Page of Swords in reverse, and I got the Five of Swords in reverse. So I'm seeing that they're not hiding anything. They just want space, want a break. Four swords. All right. So the Page of Swords in reverse could be spying on somebody, spying on you, spying, talking, being mischievous. It definitely can be that, the Page of Swords. But the Five of Swords is in reverse, showing me that they're not being deceitful. They're not playing games. So maybe they're looking, maybe porn, I don't know. But it doesn't seem like they're being deceitful when it comes to the Five of Swords in reverse. And you got the Four of Swords, and they might just be overwhelmed because of their responsibilities. The Ten of Pentacles. Four of Swords, they just want space, break, they're retreating. Something in the family, something in the relationship. The Ten of Cups in reverse, feeling unhappy about something. But you've got the Emperor card. So the Emperor card tells me they're just pulling back so they can see things clearly if something's bothering them or weighing on them. So I'm not seeing them hiding anything or chatting with anybody. If anything, they're being mischievous with just online content is what I could see there. Right? And that's the thing that sucks with Scorpios, is because people think we're being mysterious or being secretive when we are not. And then we have the stereotype of being secretive and deceptive, and we're not, or manipulative. But yet there's toxic people, and there are people that are, and but a trait of Scorpio, if they're overwhelmed, they back off. They pull away. And so, and it may come across, I've learned that it may come across as like I'm hiding something. And then you're a Virgo and you're overanalyzing the shit out of everything. All right, so Nas first, then Patricia, and then Mountain Girl. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see your second question. Sorry, Marisol. That Marisol had a second question. She did pay for it. So let's see. Yep. Is he serious about proposing, moving in together, marriage eventually, etc.? That's probably why he's pulling away. Probably thinking about it. The Emperor card is pulling away to make sure that that's what his plans are. That's what he wants to do. And it makes sense to me now. The Ten of Pentacles, overwhelmed. The Four of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles is being overwhelmed about responsibilities for long-term and material and marriage. I didn't see that part. But those cards, now go back and look at those cards I just did. It does seem like he is serious about it, but he's overwhelmed about it. I wish I would have seen that with the other one. Yes, he's being honest with you. Look at this. Ace of Swords and the Muse of Pentacles. So he's focusing on a future. The Muse of Pentacles is the end game. It's the King of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords is being honest about what he's saying eventually. He's telling you his truth. All right. So you got a yes here. I just feel like it's overwhelming. That's why we love you. Why? Because Frankini. All right. Nas. And then Patricia, and then Mountain Girl, and then we are closed. I think the light was burning my eyes. I have to set my lights are usually over here, and they're right here. And yes, Yvette, I did yours already. Yes, no problem. Anything Spirit needs me to know. Let's look at you. Any obstacle or opportunity for you this week? You got the Knight of Cups. You got the Four of Wands. So I see feeling happy and emotionally fulfilled with family, a reunion, get together. I don't know if you have a big get together you're going to, but you're reaching some sort of milestone in your life. I'm sitting here rubbing my quads. I'm sitting here going, I'm so proud of you in my head where I'm doing your reading. My quads are on fire. Sorry, Nas. All right. Four of Wands. What you up to? I have the Four of Swords. You got the fours coming in, so this is an opportunity for you to. Nas. I'm sitting here massaging my quad, going, damn, because I haven't felt my quads like this since CrossFit, and I have like really strong legs, and in CrossFit when I was a deadlifter, like everybody'd be like, oh my god, your leg, and like I'm sitting there going, oh, they're coming back. I'm supposed to be in your reading. I was like, that's so messed up. But your cards are still really good. Four of Swords this is an opportunity this week for you to relax, have a good time with family. You got the Knight of Cups, and you have the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords. You're reaching, this. I know. I was like, I know. I'm proud of you. I should have stuck with it. It wouldn't have seemed like I was. I should have been like, yes, Naz, I'm proud of you. I am proud of you, though. You're reaching a milestone, a reunion. That is, so you can give yourself a break. You've gone through something pretty big here, and now it's about chilling out. And all right. So the Eight of Cups, people around you, Eight of Cups in reverse. There could be some people coming back around. We were just talking about that. The Eight of Cups is coming in. But also I feel like the people around you might be thinking it's time for you to move forward. And there's people, you might be holding yourself back. And I know your story, so I can say that is probably true. Right? So maybe people think you should, move forward, but they can see that you're holding yourself back. And the Seven of Cups. I also see you have a lot of options around you for love. With the Seven of Cups. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune upright here for what you don't see coming. So there could be unexpected turn of events coming into your life this week. And the Star card. Advice. All right. Take care of your desires. Focus on what it is you desire. Focus on manifesting exactly what you want in your life. All right. Have faith in your connection. Have faith in your choices. Have faith in yourself. The star card could be showing some luck coming in for you. You get the Wheel of Fortune and the star card. So your life shifting here. This coming year could be really a good year for you being in the spotlight. Don't hold yourself back with the Eight of Cups in reverse. So you've reached some sort of milestone. Let me wrap it up. Let me get real with you because I started off with the leg. Thanks, Neil, throwing the leg up there. You've reached some sort of big, huge milestone, right? Now take this time right now to just kind of relax so that you're building a new foundation. You have a lot of options coming your way. Your luck's changing. Something's changing, all right? And this is about you being the star now, focusing on what it is that you want and trusting that things are working out for you. But I feel like this is showing you your doorway into your next chapter, all right? It's like, don't hold yourself back. You're about, with the star card, could be fame, money. I'm proud of you. Yes. So I don't think you're going to be disappointed with what's coming your way. Your luck's about to change with the Wheel of Fortune and the star card. So I'd get to yoga and Pilates and start working those quads. You could have a romantic date coming in. Is that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? All right, I'm getting silly now. All right, Patricia. Ooh, Taurus dealing with a Scorpio. Let me see. You've been on and off. Is it okay? I gotta read it out. You can see him slowly coming back, testing the waters. We were not official, but have strong connection. You're the Taurus, and you've got a Scorpio coming back towards you. We were not official, but have a strong connection. He pulled away because of a third party, I suspect. But now he's back and has regret written all over him. There is love on both sides, but uncertainty. All right. My question is, what has he been hiding? What are his intentions? And what can I expect from him moving forwards? All right. He pulled away because of a third party. You suspect, but you're not 100% sure. I'm just taking in your energy because what has he been hiding? Naz, you gotta send that to me on the email. I keep forgetting about that. Patricia, what has he been hiding? So again, the same disclaimer. I wouldn't be doing these readings up here like this if I haven't been validated over the last couple of years of the accuracy and how accurate it has been. Obviously, it's not going to be accurate every single time. There's always a percentage, but my confidence in it is I'm pretty confident in it. But the thing is that what's he been hiding and what is his intentions? I mean, what's he been hiding? He pulled away, and you're already suspecting that there was a third party. So you already know or already believe something. So that may already show up in the reading because of that, right? And But the thing is when it comes to that, like I don't want you running and assuming that the cards are always going to be 100% and then go and, rip this guy a new one because you think of that, or you don't trust him because of that. And then it's not because of that. I don't want you to put that much faith into the predictions of a tarot reading when it comes to that. Although I do have a lot of confidence in it. All right, we have the 9 of Wands here. All right, you hear me. Good. You know how I read anyways, so I just want to give that disclaimer. The 9 of Wands. And we got the High Priestess. Let me see. So you know. But we got the 8 of Wands underneath. So let's see how all this plays in. And we got the 3 of Cups. So I can see there could have been a third party in the past. So you may have been right. But this could also just be, there was a setback. The High Priestess can show somebody holding something back, not telling you, being deceptive. And the 8 of Wands, maybe things were moving too fast. All right, but you're a Taurus. I don't know. So let's see how that plays in. That tells me that, yeah, I know. I will. No, I will. That's just what's underneath. The energy I'm picking up here, though, as they're coming back, because this is the overall energy, it feels like their intentions are to, the vibe I'm getting is to reconcile. I've got the Hierophant for them, the 4 of Wands, a challenge, and the Temperance card. So they could have a fear of commitment or had a fear of commitment because the 4 of Wands is in the challenge position. But you're asking me what they're hiding from you. Was they could have been going, it could have been an ex. The 4 of Wands is in the challenge position. So there could have been a breakup. There could have been a relationship. The Hierophant and the 4 of Wands together tells me marriage, tells me long-term commitment. And so the Temperance card is showing that it wasn't the right, you may have met them or were with them at the wrong time. Everything happens for a reason, but allow things to unfold and things could restore back to balance with you and Scorpio. Take your time with the Temperance card. There may have been unresolved issues. There may have been unresolved issues with a relationship from their past, and that is why they pulled away. And they couldn't move forward with you with a commitment, and you may have been wanting a commitment. And if you felt a strong connection with them, it was there. Obviously the Hierophant's showing up. So the Hierophant shows me that, there is a spiritual connection here. I'm not seeing that. You got the friggin' Temperance card and the Hierophant and the 4 of Wands. And you have the 9 of Wands, which is a setback for me. So it's like somebody's going through a trial. Somebody's going through a setback in their life. And it could have been an ex situation. And so you're seeing has regret written all over him. And it's probably, you got the High Priestess here. You got to trust it. If they're coming back to you and you didn't screw up or you're not on probation for any reason, they're coming back. They're coming back for the right reasons. The Temperance card is saying have patience and allow things to unfold naturally. But that's the only thing I can see is that there could have been another relationship that was breaking up or that was unstable or they were trying to close up. All right. 7 of Cups here. And there was some uncertainty with emotions here, but what to do. So this 7 of Cups in this deck is like somebody who's invested emotionally. And, there's a pause with the 7s. like taking a step back because they have to choose, they have to make the right choice. They may have felt like it was best to do that and not move forward with you until that was complete. I love you too. All right. What are his intentions? And that's where, I've got the 10 of swords here. So it seems I am seeing that there is an end in a new beginning, right? So he may have been ending something. The 10 of swords and the page of swords. So again, that's showing me clarity too, that what he was hiding, delayed news, is the page of swords. Trying to think of the best way to tell you something, but he must have been going through some sort of ending something. And I do see his intentions is to be clear and honest with you and communicate with the page of swords. So that's a good news, new energy, being open and honest with you. What can I expect from him moving forwards? All right. I have the 3 of swords. I have the Muse of Wands, and I have the 6 of Wands. 6 of Swords. There is potential for long term here. The 6 of Swords and the Pentacles. But the 3 of Swords here and the Fool card. The hesitancy might be taking a leap of faith with the Fool card and the 3 of Swords. So it might take a little bit of time here. And that's where that fear of commitment was coming up. Because if they were dealing with somebody that they were in love with, it's going to take them a minute to really let go of that. And it's like, I feel like you'd understand that, mostly being a fixed sign as well too, because Scorpios, when it comes to other relationships or ending a relationship, if they're just sleeping with you, they're just sleeping with you to get over the relationship, but they're trying to get over the relationship. If they really care about somebody, like with this Hierophant, if they were married or if they were in a long-term commitment or really invested, the 3 of Swords is like that hit hard, or something hit hard, or they just went through something that was painful for them to do, whether it was to hurt another person or let go of another person. So that could be the only thing that's holding it back from moving fast or moving forward quickly. But you can expect, to some degree, with the Muse of Pentacles, it's showing long term. That's the King of Pentacles. And it's showing 6 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords is moving on to calmer waters once we, in the future. All right. Yeah, I know. Like, Scorpios are black and white. It's really hard because Scorpios are black and white. It's like there's no, I don't know. And I have like Scorpio. I mean, I have so many Scorpio males in my family, in my life. And I see how we're all a little bit different being females and males, but when it comes down to certain things, like we're all the same. That characteristic of that sign is all the same. But the 9 of Wands says, don't give up on this situation, that, there's a potential here. She paid a lot, so I just wanted to make sure I gave her. I just wanted to make sure I gave you what you wanted, because you did pay. You paid a lot for that. No, Scorpio men. I think Scorpio men are more hardcore than Scorpio women. I'm not just saying that because I'm a female, but just knowing all the Scorpio men I have in my life, and I won't date it. Nope. No, thank you I'm sorry if there's a Scorpio man out there that's in love with me or whatever, or thinks you are. I'll be your worst nightmare. I'll tell you that right now. I wouldn't. It's hard. But I will say that if you can get the love of a Scorpio man, obviously they're very, very loyal, and they will be very loyal and dedicated. My brother's been married to his wife. They met, I remember when I was 15, I met her. They've been married for a long time. And we're not all just our sun signs. You guys know I know all this, right? But I'm just saying that's the qualities of that I've noticed in my life. And Scorpio men are more stubborn, even though like they may like, and they're fixed just like Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. So Scorpios are just all the fixed energies are all stubborn. All the fixed energies are in it for the long haul, but it takes a long time to get them started and get them to end something. So does that make sense? Like the fire signs are the initiators. The fix, I mean, the way it goes, right? Not fire. It's a cardinal meter. I'm messing up the words, but the fixed energies are sustainable. So I kind of look at them as everything stays the same. Like it's just steady. And when I look at the death card, it's letting go and it's transformation. So Scorpio is all about transformation, but it's so hard to let go of something to have a rebirth too. And then so it's hard for me to get things started and it's hard for me to end things, but once I get something started, I can like, it's like, give me the idea and I'm off and I go, but it might take me forever to get the idea. Does that make sense? And they're the same as you. They're your opposite sign of Taurus. So Mountain Girl. You Scorpios. I know. Well, you Cancers. I don't want to hear about it. There's this other astrologer who's a Cancer, and I swear to God, he's jealous of Scorpios. He's like, Scorpios are more like Cancers, and Cancers are more like Scorpios. And he's I think he dated a Scorpio, and he's mad, right? And but you get it's like you get the Scorpios attached to you, and then you can't make a friggin' decision sometimes. And a Scorpio's fixed and you're not, and a Scorpio will fixate on you. And that's why the dynamic between Scorpio and Cancer is crazy. Because it's one of the few signs that can get a Scorpio, from what I see, on this channel especially, that can get a Scorpio hooked. I was with the Hallows Eve baby for 13 years. Yes. Oh, Scorpios. Well, I mean, of course I'm going to say Scorpios are amazing. Yeah, Cappies and Scorpios. Yeah. So I believe the best signs for Scorpio are Cappy, Leos, and Cancer, Pisces, and Virgos, and Taurus. Taurus can be the fixed energies. That's why I like even Aquarius. I've never dated an Aquarius, so but I've had Aquarius, like I said, really good friends. Yeah. I think Aquarius in certain placements would be really good for another fixed sign, because Aquarius is, I think Aquarians are just misunderstood, I think, a little bit. Energy check for me and the Cappy. Hidden truths. Let's see. But they are definitely stubborn. Highly stubborn. I was reflecting on my friends and thinking, yeah, you're right. Highly. Cancer, who works with you the best? Are you a Cancer, Shishi, right? Cancer is, I think, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces. That's who I think. Leos, Aries, and the fire signs work really well with water signs too, but I think it depends, because Aries and Sagittarius can be less loyal than a Leo, and so that could potentially mess with the Cancer, because they're home based, they're relationship based, they're yeah. But I think Taurus and Cancers are like, they make a perfect soulmate. I know a Taurus Cancer couple that they just look like two peas in a pod. Yeah, Aries and Cancer. I just think that Aries is too independent for a Cancer. I think Cancers like to be needed and needy in a relationship when they're in love. And Aries are like, they can sit with their headphones on all day long and not have a conversation with the world forever. And then they just need, when they come out of their world, you know what I'm saying? And Aries are very passionate people, very loving. They love their mom. Like my son is an Aries, but he needed me in the house. But sometimes I wouldn't, he'd be retreated, introverted. He's by himself, independent. Yeah. And I'm okay with that being a Scorpio, but as a Cancer, I don't think a Cancer would be up his ass, and he would love it for most part. But when he needed his independency, I think it would mess with a Cancer. It would make a Cancer feel not needed, not wanted. I've met some really nice Cancer men, and then I've met Cancer men when they're just really in a bad place and they are assholes. Manipulative. I think they're one of the most manipulative signs when they're in a very negative place. Very passive aggressive, and they're a very emotional sign and intuitive, so they know how to jab you. But I've met some amazing Cancer guys who are, yeah. All right, I got to focus on Mountain Girl. I'm sorry, Mountain Girl. We're getting into this conversation. You've got the Muse of Emotion, so you've got the King of Cups here. So for you and the Cappy. All right, you got the Six of Cups. So you're asking me hidden truths. There's mutual attraction here. The Six of Cups. Soulmate energy. The Moon card. There's your hidden truths. Queen of Swords. They're being honest. I mean, the honest truth here. There's mutual feelings here. The Page of Materials, the Page of Pentacles. That's sincere, very caring, very loving energy. The Eight of Materials, it's in reverse, but it's in the challenge position too. So the obstacle right now is commitment for some reason, or being able to commit. But the Page of Pentacles is saying, like, it's somebody who's taking things slowly, or things are moving slowly. And there's a lot of bickering and blaming and arguing between the two of you, a lot of frustration. Could be around money or commitment. Maybe there's a lot of disagreements because of the commitment. But the Page of Pentacles is like they honestly care about you. The Six of Cups. His silent spirit. Don't, guys. Don't, right now, I'm working through my own triggers right now. You think I'm not on this journey with you. I'm working through my own triggers right now. My car insurance, I've never missed a payment. Only probably on another retrograde, but like, especially when I came back from New Hampshire and I had to change my insurance past it's been 3 years now, 2 years now, with this new lady, it's always been withdrawn. And I got to notice that it didn't go through. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Retrograde. I had to call her up panicking. I was like, because I get discounts for it being always flown, and there's no reason. Like, this retrograde is here to just F with us. And people are doing it too, pulling away, silence. They might be overwhelmed, anything could be going on, but our old thoughts, our old fears are coming back too, and triggers. So you really got to ground yourself in during this time. Plus, it's the holidays, and we have the full moon in Cancer coming up. Like, I don't say these things to sound cool on my channel, because I'm not an astrologer, and I can't give you all that cool shit that they can. But what I can tell you is that certain things that I pay attention to and that I'm experiencing and witnessing is what I channel through in my creative expression on my channel. And I'm like, we are always, in the 3 years I've been on this channel, we are always to some degree mirroring each other with the certain things that are going on. And the way I'm approaching is the way the advice I'm giving you to do. It's showing me as the way I'm approaching certain things. It's turning out exactly the way I'm telling you it will. And the thing is though, when we focus so much on what our person's doing, and we focus on the situation so much, like we become hyper-focused because we want something so bad, it's like the Virgo trait, where we have the magnifying glass on every single thing that could go possibly wrong. So the triggers are your own unhealed wounds. So you've got to do what I'm doing. Like, I've had to breathe through some shit. I've laughed at myself so much because I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, but I've learned so much through my triggers. And I know you are, Mountain Girl. Like, I know you are. I'm being your buddy here. I'm just giving it, It's like, we make more of a noise with this Five of Swords in our head, and we frustrate ourselves by focusing on shit. The Moon card is coming. Bye, Angel Eyes. I hope you feel better. All right, so we've got the Two of Swords here I'm looking at for advice. And it's like you're pulling your hair out. You're pulling your hair out. And it's about, the Two of Swords, going within and figuring out. I got the Six of Swords. You guys are going to move past this frustration. You have the Five of Swords. Whatever it is, whatever mind games, whatever argument, whatever disappointment, disagreement you're going through, you guys are going to move past this. All right. We have the Two of Wands. So making plans here in the future, making contact. This is somebody making contact. They may be at a crossroads right now. They may be holding back. They're still making a decision. And again, you've got their position, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing with me too. My triggers are not like they used to be. But when they come in, when they first hit, they still get that pinch in there. You know what I mean? Triggers always want to get that little pinch. But it doesn't mean like before it would set me off and I'd go off the rails, like, oh my God, blah, 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 overthink. Now it hits me, it pisses me off, or it wants to say, hey, I'm still here, just testing you. You know what I mean? And then that's where I really work with it and catch myself. It gets easier every single time, but it's like if you're not paying attention, sometimes those triggers, they'll still come back around and bite you in the ass. It gets a little easier. All your cards are telling me that focus on where things are going. Focus more on a new beginning, right? And so in your head, instead of focusing on what's been happening or still kind of being like, where's this going, or where is he, or are we going to start to focus more on what are you trying to create for your next step with him? Like already start seeing him talking to you. Already see yourself past this dispute you're in. So the more you kind of put importance on, like if you think or start to feel like you guys are okay, watch how fast they come back in. That to me, guys, is the quickest way to get through. I'm telling you, it's the quickest way I get through any doubts I have. I immediately start affirming what it is that I want. And then I try to get myself in that place. I take my mind off it and I move forward. And next thing you know, everything is smooth sailing, the Six of Swords. Some things obviously are harder than other things to do that with because we have strong attachments to certain things. But I've been doing this for so long now that it's getting easier for me to do that, even with some of the harder things that I'm trying to manifest. Well, that's what I was just saying. Like, some things are a little tougher than others. When it comes to love, it comes to your emotions, it comes to your heart. We get fixated on our person, and it can make it harder to do what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you're getting triggered, even with your SP, if you start affirming, because remember, when you live in the end game, if you already have what you desire, it's going to show up for you. That's the way it works. Yeah. All right. Your energies in these readings, guys, are showing me a different story than your fears are. So I'm manifesting that everybody's scenario, you're going to see it's going to be completely different than what you think, and everything's going to work out in your favor. I know it is. All right. Because your cards, honestly, I did not pull. You noticed in everybody's readings today, I did not pull a lot. The devil I did pull was in reversed. And it becomes a collective almost energy for everybody. And I didn't pull out a lot of toxic energy. So I love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow in the membership in All Signs. And I'm going to let you go because I got to get ready. I got to go eat something, go to yoga. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I don't think I missed anybody. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, I'll be live around noon tomorrow if you guys want to catch me. Have a great evening. Bye, guys. Bye, Neil.